Here we are at Demopolis, Alabama, the Kingfisher Bay Marina. Here we have the laundry room, TV, bathrooms and showers. We have a swimming pool, but it's a good walkover. It's a saltwater swimming pool here. Alright, I'm about to head on into town. They do have courtesy cars here, but I have been on the rivers and lakes since 2019 and have yet to run into a DMV close enough to renew my license, and so there will be no driving the courtesy car for me. The nearest DMV is not in Demopolis, but in a town called Linden, Alabama. And so I really have no way of getting there. That's a good distance away. So I might have to wait until I get down to Mobile, Alabama to renew my license. But yeah, this is a good trek down. The main office is over there. I didn't really see anything that interested me, so I'm going to continue to walk into town. This is the main office and the ship store. I'm I'm going to go in and ask about some of these old sailboats, see if anything's for sale. Alright, here's the dry storage. If any boats are for sale, they should have a for sale sign on them. See if there is anything worth buying here. It's an interesting looking ship, the way it's styled. The old marina section. It's really overgrown. Well, road construction going on this morning on the way into town. Bridge over a little creek here, heading into the town itself. And here we are, finally entering Demopolis. Come over here to another sidewalk. Now entering the downtown region of Demopolis. There's city buildings. Little park region. Most of the shops in town have been closed down for a while. About the only thing you're going to find downtown as soon as you get in is a little shop called the Mustard Seed. There's a little bistro. Monument to the Confederate dead. That's a really nice home. Bluff Hall. One of the really old mansions here. Well guys, let's see if we can take a tour of the mansion today.
A must have. Let me get my
Alright, this is inside the little tour guide, yeah, the gift shop area. So this is the Historical Society?
the Moreno County Historical Society.
Alright, going to be taking a tour of the Bluff Hall Mansion.
Would you like to sign our register?
Alright.
This home has a large amount of original pieces of furniture, and this is what you call a federal style home. See what I was telling you?
Yep, a lot of renovation going on here.
Yes, we do. But you can tour this room here. The people that were the owners of this home was Frances Lyon and Sarah Lyons. This home was built for her and her husband as a wedding gift. And these, most of the pieces that you see in here are original to the home. On down to the colors that the Historical Society has had experts to come in to take samples out of the wall to come up with the original color for each room in the home. So this is your original color. Pieces like the Madonna in reverse, that's a mirror print painted on glass. And that is a piece that Mr. Lyons purchased and brought back from Europe in the 1800s. Here you'll see the paintings of the grandchildren that we have here in the home. This home is named, the name Bluff Hall, because we sit on top of the bluffs here overlooking the Tombigbee River. Absolutely beautiful home. Here you have the Corinthian columns that we have here. These were actually hand carved and made by slaves at Gaineswood. And they were gifts to Mr. and Mrs. Lyons as a 50-year wedding anniversary gift. Here we also have the beautiful gray marble mantles here in the home. These mantles were purchased by Mr. Lyons and shipped from Europe here to Demopolis. This is, they're from France. Actually, those came from France. And the black marble that you will see in the home was shipped from Italy. All the pieces that you're seeing here, on down to the heron horn, is original to the home. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. We have a beautiful painting right here I would like to share with you. This one is called White Bluff. You see the white building in the painting? That is, that's Bluff Hall. And as you can see, the water was much lower many, many years ago. In 1953, that's when the Corps of Engineers raised the level of the river about 40 feet. So the river today is about 84 feet deep. So that's really deep.
Yes,
Some
it
of the
is.
homes that you see here along the river belong to the French people. And the French people were the first ones to settle Demopolis in 1817. And these were Napoleon Bonaparte exiles that came here to establish the Vine and Olive Colony. Yes. Any questions? Do you have any questions?
So the Bonapartist exiles were escaping Louis' return?
Yeah. Many of them was exiled, you know, because of the uproar and Napoleon was overthrown. Yes. This way, we can't go through here, and I'm sorry, but if you will step this way, we can see. Yes. Yes, I know we can go this way. Thank you. Those rooms there, our dining rooms, has been painted as well. So, so there's just only a limited amount you can see. But do enjoy them. This was the gentleman's parlor here. This where the men would come and they would smoke their cigars and chew their tobacco, and this is where they would play cards. And if you get a shot of the cards a little closer here, this is the type of cards that the men would have played in the 1800s. There are no numbers on the cards. I always tell people that if you couldn't count, that's a possibility they were cheating. Yes. That beautiful black mantle that you see there, that is one of the ones that were shipped from Italy that you see here. Now this piece is worth seeing. It was built by a group of slaves down Highway 43, Spring Hill, Alabama, but we do not know the names of the people that actually built this piece. We only know that it came from a Judge Talbot's law office, and that this piece has been recopied by Lexington Furniture Company, but much lower, much smaller, on a smaller scale. And if you get a close here of some of Mr. Lyons' books, you'll notice that the encyclopedia is pronounced different. It's pronounced cyclopedia instead of encyclopedia. Yeah.
Original English or?
It is. I don't see you on the camera. Some of the furniture furniture that we have in the home is horsehair with the color. And here you have some here that we have horsehair on the chairs with the color. The texture of the fabrics there is woven with horsehair. Yes. And those pieces you see here, these are your tin types that we have here that are laying out. Some of these pictures, the paintings, the pictures here, they're made of tin. So being from Kentucky, you will notice that we do have some pieces in the home here that have some Kentucky colors. That Demopolis is one of them. Yes. That piece there is actually made by Mrs. Geneva Mercer, who was a local artist and sculptress that lived here in Demopolis. And she was actually traveled around the world with a man by the name of Giuseppe Moretti, who built one of the largest cast iron statues in the world. His name was, I always said Giuseppe Moretti, but she studied under him for over 22 years in Italy. Yes, and she's from Demopolis. Would you like to tour the upstairs?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
watch your step as well. Same thing, some construction work is going on here. Hopefully it won't be going on much longer. But here we have a large clothing collection. The Marengo County Historical Society has over 3,500 pieces of old period clothing. And that's real mink with the heads on them. These pieces here, they were made by hand. And this is what you call fine stitch. Some of these pieces that we have here on display, the clothing committee had the pleasure of putting those pieces out. Sometimes they'll change out the pieces every 6 or 8 months. Do watch your step there. This is the master bedroom here. And as you can see here, the colors are different, but I assure you, these are your original colors. But I believe these colors were given to Mrs. Lyons as a gift. Yes. Here's more of the clothing that we have on display here, and another painting of Mr. Lyons there. Here we have the nursery of the children's room here, next to the main bedroom. Here you have an adult's bathtub. It's called a hat tub. You can sit in the cradle area there, and you toss the water upon you, or someone will come and pour water down upon you, and you would take a full bath. You have your toys from the 1800s up to the early 1900s. Also, we have a large selection, as you can see, of children's clothing as well. These little velvet outfits here were little outfits that was worn by children during the 1800s, as you can see. We have the christening gowns here. And this may be the only place that I have ever seen a maternity gown. So it's a possibility you will not see another one again, because ladies really didn't go out much during the time when they were expecting. Do watch your step here. As far as I know, this is one of the oldest dolls in the state of Alabama. Her name is Trilby Rank. Do watch your step here. And this being an upstairs back porch at one time, before Mr. Lyons added the rear wing onto the home, that was added in 1847. That's when Mr. Lyons added a kitchen onto the home as well. Here, you got a beautiful view of the river. And upstairs here, we have pieces here that are no longer on the grounds. Like, I think that was the servants' quarters and a smokehouse. And here you see other pieces that actually went along with the home there. And we are able to go in this room, but the thing about this room here, we can't go in the back room. Some of these pieces are dismantled because of the renovating that we have that's going on. And they're still painting in there, so can't go in there.
All right.
And you step this way. These are fans that ladies would always have a fan with her during the 1800s because of the heat. And this is Alabama, and they always had beautiful fancy fans. That is the original print of the home there. It was a red brick federal style home. And then 15 years later, after the home was built in 1832, it was transformed from federal to Greek revival, what you see now today. Do watch your step as you step up. And also, this is worth seeing. This is the material they used to build the home here. This is called the split lath. And also you'll have the plaster that's between the lath here that would go on the wall, and then the brick over that. So do watch your step as you step up. Last room in the home, this room here was the girls' bathroom. These are some of the large clothing collection that we have. This is a wedding ensemble that you see here. The waistline on this lady is a 16 waist there. That is a swimsuit. The little thing looked like a blue dress. Yes. Some of the paintings that you see in here are Frenchmen that actually set up Demopolis. Here are some here. Also here is Napoleon Boulevard's head, General Charles the Desonat. You have an original sword, and that painting that you see there, that is Count Nicholas Raoul. That is an auntie of Mr. and Mrs. Lyons' aunt. This is your half-teaster. Mr. and Mrs. Lyons had 6 daughters and 1 son. So it would be fitting to have 2 beds in this room here. And that is human hair in the wreath over the bed and also in the bracelets that you see there. That is also a swimsuit there. And this is your bathroom. It's a stool for the step up in the bed as well, but it's a better looking one than the little chamber under the bed. I am available to answer any questions that you may have, if I can. Do you have any questions?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Well, I hope you have enjoyed your tour of Bluff Hall.
I did. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. And that's Lyons Hall. It's one block over. You're welcome to walk the grounds and you can see the house, but you have to have an appointment to actually tour the home.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, if you're traveling down the Tom Bigby, stop in Demopolis, and you're in need of any clothing, there's a really good thrift store down here. Called the Bargain Box. Clothing, 50 cents for each item. Personally, when I got here, I needed a lot more t-shirts and shorts because mostly have khaki pants and dress shirts, which is really terrible for the weather in the south. There's the store hours. Yeah, they have a lot of everything down here. Alright, so next up I'm going to find the Lion Hall and give a tour of it. Here we have Lion Hall.